I think we all have images in our mind of large careers fairs, right? Employers elbow to elbow with students. And while there's short-term images like that might be absent, what definitely isn't absent is employers' continued interest in attracting your applications and attention. Graduate recruitment is amongst the least affected parts of the labour market under COVID, and having spoken to many employers over the summer, I know that they've been working tirelessly to come up with new, inventive ways of attracting your attention. I wanted to learn more, and so I reached out to two recruitment and people development specialists, Lindsey Rowe, Chief of Staff, COO, and Head of People and Programs at Global Software Specialist SAP, and Michelle Ruddle, Recruitment Marketing Manager at leading international law firm Hogan Lovells. I first spoke to Michelle about how her organisation was planning on doing things a little differently this year to attract your attention.
So I would say this coming autumn is going to be very, very different from previous autumns, and we are very much aware of that, as are the students. But one thing I would say is to still keep engaging with us. We know that it is going to be tricky in the sense that there'll be a lot of virtual events that students will be able to sign up for. We will be at a number of universities virtually over the autumn period, so keep an eye on the events page of our website, sign up for the different things that we do have listed that are interesting to you. So just a few sessions to bear in mind. We'll be doing commercial awareness sessions, we'll be doing CV and application workshops, we'll also be doing sessions with some of our senior associates and partners on pieces of client work as well. In terms of those virtual events, I would still treat them as if they were in-person events. So if you were, say, at a virtual law fair and you might go into a breakout room, for instance, I would still encourage candidates to introduce themselves to the representatives in the room. So still sort of treat it as if you were going into, a separate meeting with that particular person. Other ways that I would say to engage with Hogan Lovells, we're very, very active on social media. So we're very active on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. So follow what we're doing, see what we're up to, get engaged, respond to questions that we might ask on our social media channels. Another way to engage with Hogan Lovells this autumn, we will shortly be releasing an Inside Sherpa virtual internship. So this will be from early September, and it will be an opportunity for anybody around the world, whatever time of the day or night you want to engage with us, to actually go online and complete 5 different tasks that some of our trainees and associates get involved with when they work at the firm. So it's really there to help you understand exactly what our trainees and associates do, and to help you better understand how you could fit in if you were to join us and work with us in the future.
Okay, so Michelle gives enormous value through 4 key insights. Number 1, stay engaged. Graduate recruiters are more active than ever this year. Number 2, identify the organisations that mean the most to you and sign up to their alerts and periodically check in on their events, knowing that recruiting firms are often running skills sessions that are open to everyone and are absolutely free. Number 3, interact over social media. Reply to questions, make comments on posts that are made, be vocal and add value, a little bit like this. Number 4, Inside Sherpa is a platform many organisations are using to give remote work experience opportunities. These are a great way of understanding more about the organisation, the kind of work they do, and I think it's also super interesting to see what kind of things they want you to learn about them. Now let's hear from SAP's Lindsey Rowe.
So this year is going to be different on campus for many universities. We're currently in planning mode with RateMyPlacement. So we will be planning our intake for July 2021. Already on there, you can start to register your interest in particular roles. That's usually a subset of the roles that we'll have available. But once we know, it means that you can RateMyPlacement keep you up to date as the roles go live. But that's where all of our roles are and where our reviews are held, so you can see what students were experiencing whilst on placement. So we work with the Institute of Student Employers. We're part of the digital sector group. So we're working on a kind of digital and technology combined careers fair, online, virtual event with lots of other employers. I think that one would be quite cool. And then I'm always fine. I mean, I say this, and it's always a risk me saying this, because I say, just connect with me on LinkedIn. What tends to happen when I say that, I get a small pocket of individuals that then contact me. And again, we can just signpost them to what roles are happening. So I just think reach out, what's the worst that can happen?
That's super interesting from Lindsey. And again, we're seeing increased collaborations. In this case, firstly, with RateMyPlacement. Number 2, we're seeing employers banding together to launch their own careers fairs. Third, Lindsey also shared that it's more than okay to interact with people in organizations you're interested in over LinkedIn. Be curious and start really interesting conversations. Reflecting now on how to connect with employers more broadly this coming autumn term, I'm seeing a lot of evidence for agility and inventiveness in how employers are eager to receive your applications. I think it's fair to say that approaches are also still being finalised, so it really puts the onus on you signing up to organisations' websites and social media that you might be interested in. It's something I'll be looking out for, as well as the wider team at UCL Careers. We'll be letting you know of employer events over our Twitter account, Facebook, Instagram, and you can sign up for personalised email alerts, including our brilliant careers newsletter. I'll link to it here and in the description box below. And please know that in a few weeks' time I'll be releasing a Q&A video episode, and I'd love to feature your questions. So if you'd like me to cover them, please email me at careers.marketing@ucl.ac.uk. That's it from me for this week. I'll see you next time.